Foreign policy almost always is one of the least important issues. Americans, by and large, and it makes sense, care about jobs, they care about education, they care about the economy. That's what people get to the polls for. They, by and large, don't get to the polls for foreign policy unless they feel like it's a crisis or they feel unsafe. They are worried that their sons and daughters are going to be drafted into the army, or that they are going to be attacked by terrorists. And I think foreign policy played a bigger role, or defense played a bigger role in, say, 2004 than it has in a long time. It's not going to play a huge role in this election. It should. People should care about what the candidates are saying. But truthfully, both Obama and Romney are pretty much on the same page when it comes to foreign policy. Both want to see a drawdown of Afghan forces. They have slight disagreements about that. There are slight disagreements about getting our troops out of Iraq. Romney criticized Obama for staying with the timetable and removing them a year ago. Or was it 2 years ago? But by and large, they are both very much in favor of sanctions on Iran. You saw in the vice presidential debate that there was very little disagreement about that. It was more about tone rather than substance. They both agree that Syria needs to be contained. Neither wants to start a new war, and that was something that Vice President Biden kept accusing Paul Ryan, the vice presidential candidate for Mitt Romney, of pushing towards. Basically saying, if you don't agree with us, what are you saying? That you want to go to war with Iran? That you want to go to war in Syria? And Paul Ryan said, no, that's not what we're saying at all. So you really don't see fundamental disagreements. You see the question of Israel coming up, where Mitt Romney keeps saying that Barack Obama is putting daylight between ourselves and Israel, and that's a huge problem. That rather than being a tightly intertwined ally, there is some separation in our interest and Israel's interest. And Mitt Romney is saying that those are one and the same, that whatever Israel really needs, we should be there as a fundamental supporter. And again, I think the difference between Obama's approach and Romney's approach is more about semantics than actual substantive policy differences. Benjamin Netanyahu and Barack Obama don't see eye to eye on everything, but by and large, Obama has been a strong supporter of Israel, and whether Mitt Romney would be a more firm supporter of Israel, I think he would get along with Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, far more. But I don't think there's a substantive difference in what they would do. If Israel gets attacked by Iran, both Obama and Romney would come to their defense very, very quickly. Israel has a lot of very powerful allies in America, in the House, in the Senate, and in the White House for that matter. And substantively, it's not going to be a big difference between either of those candidates, really on any foreign policy today, and I think that's somewhat rare. Usually you do have a lot more disagreement than I think really exists between Obama and Romney.